Okay, it's been on my mind for a little while that people could use some help with anger and how to take care of their anger and what anger is for. I'm doing this video on an education for anger. I love the emotion of anger because I struggled with it. I was very angry. And you probably wouldn't know that about me because I seem so calm and peaceful now, right? Well, I struggled with anger. And at one point in my life, anger was the only thing that I had left. And I couldn't feel any other emotion. I was just angry. And I wanted to have a relationship with somebody, but I recognized that my anger was pushing everybody away. Um, so anger can be your friend, and I'm going to tell you how. So anger is what is considered a secondary emotion in the field of psychology. And by that, I mean it covers up another emotion like sadness or fear or shame. There is only one type of anger that is not a cover for those other emotions, and that's righteous anger when you are protecting yourself or defending a boundary. So, that being said, my rules about anger that I've created for myself out of what I've learned are that you never yell or express anger at another person. Now, I'm not saying that I never yell because I have yelled. Um, Everyone that knows me knows that I've yelled, but because I struggle with that. But when I know that I'm angry, I'm very intentional about what I do with that anger. And so what I do with my anger is I learned the Gestalt technique of an empty chair. So you pull up an empty chair and you express your anger at that empty chair. Because my rule is that I don't express anger to another person because I know that it will come back to me, or it will just blow up and it will not be good. Usually it pretty much always comes back to you when you express anger at another person. It will come back at you. And so I take that empty chair and I put whatever situation, whatever person, I imagine them in that empty chair, and then I just let out all my anger at them. And what that does is it gets me in touch with my power, with my strength, and sometimes with my sadness or my fear or my shame. And then I can recognize what I'm feeling underneath that anger, and I can take care of those other emotions. And the way that I take care of those other emotions is I just kind of welcome them in. I mean, welcome is like, nobody really wants to feel some of those ugly, awful feelings, but I try to welcome them in and make space for them. I locate them in my body. Where am I feeling it in my body? I'll put my hand there, wherever it is. I'll breathe into it. I'll maybe close my eyes. And I'll just acknowledge it. I feel you angry. I feel you sad. I feel you scared. And then I'll ask it what it needs. Usually it calms down just by when you acknowledge it, but then sometimes you need a little something else. So I will ask it what it needs, and then I'll often whatever it needs will emerge. Maybe I need to take a walk. Maybe I need to listen to some music. Maybe I need to make myself a cup of tea. Maybe I need to express myself to somebody. Maybe I need to stand up for myself. So it can be any number of things that you need to do for that emotion, but you can ask for it. And I broke it down into like acknowledge, validate, care for. So I call it the ABCs of emotional self-care. But the anger is really what I wanted to focus on because I think a lot of people struggle with that. And it's a very important emotion. It's not something that we can just push down and pretend that it's not there, because it will come out, and it will come out in ways that really hurt us and hurt the people that we love. And so I just wanted people to know that there's some really good ways that you can take care of your anger. So I hope that helps.